students, how are you all? Hope you all are safe and healthy at your home. So students, welcome back in your mathematics class. This is for class 9th, chapter 8, chapter name quadrilateral. In this lecture, we will discuss test solution of your yesterday test. So we will start with the section first, MCQs. First question was, three angles of a quadrilateral are 75 degree, 90 degree and 75 degree. Then find fourth angle. So students, what is given to us? Angle A is given, angle B is given and angle C is given to us. We have to find angle D. So students, for angle D, first of all, in proof, we will go with angle sum property of a quadrilateral. What is angle sum property of a quadrilateral? That sum of all four angles of a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. So angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 360 degree. We have value of A as well as value of B as well as value of C. Angle A, angle B and angle C. We will put all the values. Add them. This is 240 degree plus angle D is equals to 360. Then we will shift 240 to the other side. Then D is equals to 360 minus 240 degree. Angle D is equals to 120 degree. So it is very easy question. So option D is correct. Question number second was, diagonals of a rectangle is inclined to one side of a rectangle is 25 degree. The acute angle between the diagonals is, so students, first of all we have to draw a diagram. ABCD is a rectangle. So all the properties of the rectangle are present here. And then according to the question, he said the one side is inclined with the diagonal angle 25 degree. And we have to find the angle, acute angle between the diagonals. Between the diagonals, we have four angles, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is clearly visible that they both are obtuse angle and they both are acute angle. So we have to find one acute angle. So I decide to find angle 3. So students, first property of the rectangle is that diagonals of a rectangle are equal in length. They are equal in length. So AC is equals to BD. AC equal to BD. So half of AC is equal to half of BD definitely. So AO and OB are equal to each other. Why O? Because O is the midpoint of AC and BD. Because all rectangles are parallelograms. So OA and OB are equal to each other. If OA and OB are equal to each other, then their base angles are equal to each other. You remember about that triangle chapter theorem, that angle opposite to equal sides are equal. So definitely angle 2 and angle 1 are equal to each other. Angle 2 as it is, angle 1, we have value of angle 1 which is given to us 25 degree. So we will put the value of angle 1 which is equal to 25 degree. Angle 2 is equals to 25 degree. Angle 3 is equal to angle 1 plus angle 2, which is exterior angle property of the triangle. We know the value of angle 1 and angle 2. We will put the both values. So the value of angle 3 is 50 degree. So the acute angle between the diagonals is 50 degree. Option A. Third question was, the figure obtained by joining the midpoints of the side of a rhombus taken in order is. We have to prove it that it is a rhombus or it is a rectangle or it is a square and or it is a parallelogram. So student, what is given to us? First of all, we have to draw a diagram. ABCD is a rhombus. It is given to us. PQRS are the midpoints. It is also given to us. And to prove is, he said that PQRS made this quadrilateral. So PQRS are the midpoints formed. All four options are here. First option is rhombus, second option is rectangle, third option is square and fourth option is parallelogram. So student, we have to prove one. So we will start our proof. In triangle ABC, P and Q are the midpoints of AB as well as BC. According to midpoint theorem, PQ parallel AC, PQ parallel AC and PQ is half of AC. Similarly, we can say that SR is parallel to AC and SR is also half of AC. So we can write this Similarly, in triangle ADC, SR parallel AC, SR is equal to half of AC. So student, this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. From equation number 1 and 2, we have one relation, that PQ parallel SR and PQ is equal to SR with these two conditions, because if in a quadrilateral one opposite pair of sides are equal and parallel, so definitely it is a parallelogram. So that PQRS is a parallelogram. So a part of PQRS is also a parallelogram. If we will see in our diagram that if I'm saying that it is a rhombus, then definitely all rhombus are parallelograms. So the part of the rhombus A, B, Q, S is also a parallelogram. So the opposite sides are also equal. So AB is equals to SQ. Similarly in P, B, C, R, it is also a parallelogram and opposite sides are also equal in it. So students, the conclusion is, you will see here, that if ABQS is a parallelogram, then AB is equal to SQ, opposite sides of parallelogram. Similarly, PBCR is a parallelogram. PC is equals to PR, opposite sides of parallelogram. AP is equals to PR, sides of rhombus. And then with the relation of these three conditions, SQ is equals to PR, because SQ is equal to AB and AB is equal to PR, so they both are equal to each other. So students, if the diagonals of a quadrilateral, diagonals of a parallelogram equal, hence PQRS is a rectangle, because we proved PQRS is a parallelogram. Now we proved that diagonals of a PQRS are also equal. It is only happen in rectangle. So PQRS is a rectangle. So students, now question number 4th. Question number 4th was, which of the following is not true for a parallelogram? In this question we have 4 options and we have to choose one which is not true for parallelogram. First is opposite sides are equal. Second is opposite angles are equal. Third is opposite angles are bisected by the diagonals. Fourth is diagonals bisect each other. So students, we know that in a parallelogram opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal, opposite angles are not bisected by diagonals, and diagonals bisect each other. So student, which is false? Opposite angles are bisected by the diagonals. This is false statement. So answer is option C. Now question number 5th. Question number 5th was, if APB and CQD are two parallel lines, then the bisectors of the angles APQ, BPQ, CQP and PQD formed a square, a rectangle, a rhombus, any other parallelogram. So students, we have to choose that this diagram PMQN is what? A rectangle, square, rhombus or any another parallelogram. So we will start our question with the given information that these two lines are parallel. If given these two lines are parallel, then angle APQ and angle PQC, they both angles are equal to each other because of alternate interior angle. So half of them also equal to each other with the same reason. So half of this angle is angle 2 and half of they both are equal to each other. The bisector is given, but we want angle 2 here. And here also 7 and 8 are the bisector of angle PQD. Now we choose angle 7. So angle 2 and angle 7 are also equal to each other with the same reason, alternate interior angle. So students, if these two angles are alternate interior angles, hence these two sides PM and QN are also parallel to each other. So students, similarly we can say that angle BPQ is equal to CQP, alternate interior angle. Hence we can prove that PN and QM are also parallel to each other. So quadrilateral PMQN is a parallelogram. If it is a parallelogram, now we have to prove that angle CQD, because parallelogram is given, we have to give the special name of this parallelogram. Angle CQD is 180 degree because CQD is a line, straight line, is a straight line. We can convert it into the two equal angles CQP and QDQP. So students, CQP plus angle DQP is equal to 180 degree. If we want to multiply them with 2, so we have to multiply on the both side. This give not us any solution, so we have to choose that. So CQP is the double of angle MQP and DQP is the double of angle NQP, which is also equal to 180 degree. Taking Q as a common, MQP plus NQP is equal to 180 degree. Add them, which is angle MQN, which is 90 degree. If in a parallelogram, because we already proved that this is a parallelogram, if in a parallelogram one angle is 90 degree, then it become a rectangle. So PMQN is a rectangle. Question number 6 was, the quadrilateral formed by joining the midpoints of the side quadrilateral PQRS taken in order is a rhombus if. We have 4 options for PQRS. So we have to prove that which option is correct. So students, what is given to us? ABCD is a rhombus. It means all the properties of a rhombus we have, all sides are equal. AB is equal to BC, equal to CD, is equal to AD. Before writing all these things, we have to make a diagram. I made like this. PQRS is a parallelogram. ABCD are the midpoints of this quadrilateral. Join them. Then we have a quadrilateral ABCD. So students, if all 4 sides are equal, in triangle PQS, we have D and C are the midpoints of the side PQ and PS. By midpoint theorem, DS equal to half of QS and BS. Similarly, we can prove that BS equal to half of PR, because if DC is half of QS, similarly we can prove that AB is equal to half of QS and DA is equal to half of PR and BC is equal to half of PR according to midpoint theorem. So students, if DC is equal to this and BC equal to this, we know that in PSBD, BC is equal to DC. So half of QRS is equal to half of PRS. So definitely QS and PR are equal to each other. Hence the diagonals of PQRS are equal to each other. It means option D is correct. The diagonals of PQRS are equal to each other. Question number 7 was, angle A, B, C and D of the quadrilateral ABCD taken in order are in the ratio 3:7:6:4. Then ABCD is we have to prove that a special name of the quadrilateral like rhombus, trapezium, parallelogram or kite. So we will start our solution. Ratio of the quadrilateral ABCD is 3:7:6:4. Let angles of quadrilateral ABCD be 3x, 7x, 6x and 4x respectively. If we will add them, all 4 angles, we know the angle sum property of a triangle. What we have to write here? Angle sum property of a quadrilateral, that sum of all 4 angles are equal to 360 degree. So 20x is equals to 360 degree, x is equals to 360 degree upon 20, then x is equals to 18 degree. Now we have to find all 4 angles. Angle A is equals to 54 degree, angle B is equals to 126 degree, angle C is equals to 108 degree, angle D is equals to 75 degree. Hence, angle A plus angle B is 180 degree, angle C plus angle D is also 180 degree. It is the sum of co-interior angles. Definitely ABCD is a trapezium, because in a trapezium only base angles are supplementary. Because if we will check, the sum of these 2 angles are not supplementary and the sum of these 2 angles are not supplementary. Now students, section B. In section B, first question is, ABCD is a parallelogram and line segment AXCY bisect angle A and C respectively. Show that AX parallel CY. So what is given to us? ABCD is a parallelogram. It is given to us. These 2 lines bisect angle A as well as angle C. It means 1 is equal to 3, 3 equal to 5. We have to prove that these 2 lines are parallel to each other. So students, given ABCD is a parallelogram, angle 1 is equal to angle 2, angle 3 is equal to angle 5. To prove is AX parallel CY. Proof. First of all, we know that ABCD is a parallelogram. So the opposite angles are equal. Opposite angles of a parallelogram. Half of these 2 angles are also equal. If 2 whole angle are equal, then half of angles are also equal to each other. So half of the angle A is angle 1 as well as 2, but we choose angle 2. Half of C is 3 as well as 5, we choose angle 3. So 2 is equals to 3. But it is given to us that angle 3 is equal to angle 5. So definitely angle 2 and angle 5 are equal to each other. Angle 3 is equal to angle 5 because it is bisector. But angle 3 and angle 4 are also equal to each other. What is the reason? Let me explain from your diagram. So students, in this diagram, these two lines are parallel because ABCD is a parallelogram. So this is a transversal also. So angle 3 and angle 4 are also equal to each other with alternate interior angle. Angle 2 and 3 are equal to each other because these two complete angles are equal to each other. So the half of them are also equal. And 3 is equal to 4 because of alternate interior angle. Hence 2 and 4 are equal to each other, and these with alternate interior angles, and these two lines are parallel to each other. But students, if these two lines are parallel to co-interior angle, so what is the relation between alternate interior angle? So what is the relation between these two angles, angle 2 and angle 4? See, if we have these two parallel lines like this, and this is a transversal, so 2 and 4 are equal to each other with corresponding angles, hence line AX and CY are parallel to each other. So students, let me repeat this question. It is very easy. A is equals to C, opposite angles. Half of them are also equal. 2 is equal to 3, but 3 is equal to 4 as alternate interior angle. So 2 and 4 are also equal to each other, but they are pair of corresponding angles. Hence the line AX and CY are parallel to each other. Question number 9 was, bisectors of two adjacent angles A and B of quadrilateral ABCD intersect at A point O. Prove that double of angle AOB is equal to angle C plus D. So students, what we have, first of all, we have a diagram like this, ABCD. The bisector of two adjacent angle, adjacent means one after another, angle A and angle B, like example. It is given to us angle 1 and angle 2 are equal to each other, angle 3 and angle 4 are equal to each other. We have to prove that double of angle AOB is equal to C plus D. So students, it is very easy. First of all, we have to apply angle sum property of a triangle in this triangle. Then we have to apply angle sum property of a quadrilateral in this quadrilateral. So student, in triangle AOB, angle 2 plus angle O plus angle 3 is equals to 180 degree. Angle sum property of triangle, double of angle 2 and double of angle, we want to multiply it, double of angle 2, double of angle O, double of angle 3, then multiply here also double of angle 180 degree. It means double of angle 2 means angle A, double of angle 3 means angle B, and double of angle O as it is double of angle O, and is equal to 360 degree. We know it very well that sum of all four angles of a quadrilateral is also equal to 360 degree, angle sum property of quadrilateral. Now we will put these two equations equal to each other because they are equal to each other with same thing. They are equal to each other, same thing. They are equal, same thing. So we will put equal to them. Angle A cancel with angle A, angle B cancel with angle B. So double of angle O is equal to angle C plus angle D. So students, this is our proof. We can write angle O as a proper name, angle AOB, which is equal to angle C plus angle D. This is your proof. Now students, section C with question number 10. This is your section C with the question number 10. In question number 10, D, E and F are the midpoints of the side BC, CA and AD respectively of an equilateral triangle ABC. Show that triangle DEF is also an equilateral triangle. So students, we have to prove that ABC is an equilateral triangle, it is given. DEF are the midpoints, it is also given. We have to prove that DEF is an equilateral triangle. So students, definitely if midpoint is there, we have to apply midpoint theorem. D, E, F are the midpoints of three sides of a triangle. It means DE is, according to the midpoint theorem, DE are the midpoints, so DE parallel to the AB and half of AB. Similarly, EF is parallel to BC and half of BC. Similarly, FD is parallel to AC and half of AC. So students, D, E and F are the midpoints of the sides of triangle ABC. By midpoint theorem, D is equal to half of AB, E is equals to half of BC, FD is equals to half of C. Now students, I think you all are thinking that why ma'am choose only this relation, why not D parallel to AB, EF parallel to BC and FD parallel to C? Because we have to prove that DEF is an equilateral triangle, so we need about sides, not about parallels. So in triangle ABC, AB is equal to BC is equals to CA, so definitely half of AB, half of BC, half of C are also equal to each other, so the value which equal to them are also equal to each other. Hence DEF is an equilateral triangle. Now students, question number 11. Question number 11 was, in the given figure, P is the midpoint of the side BC of a parallelogram ABCD such that angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Prove that AD is equal to double of CD. So student, this is your diagram. P is the midpoint of BC given. ABCD is a parallelogram given. Angle 1 and angle 2 are equal to each other. It is also given. We have to prove that AD, which is equal to double of CD. In this parallelogram, AD and BC are parallel to each other. It means AP is a transversal line. It means angle 1 and angle 3 are equal to each other as an alternate interior angle. So definitely angle 1 and 3 are equal to each other as an alternate interior angle. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2 given. From these two equations, angle 2 and 3 are also equal to each other. So the opposite sides of angle 2 and 3 are also equal. Because of the reason side opposite to equal angles are equal. We know it very well, BC is equal to double of BP because P is the midpoint of BC. AD is equal to BC and BA is equals to CD because of opposite sides of parallelogram. So AD is equal to BC, which is equal to double of BP, which is equal to double of AB. Hence AD is equal to double of CD. So student, this is your question. It is very easy. Now question number 12. Question number 12 was, prove that the quadrilateral formed by the bisector of the angles of a parallelogram is a rectangle. So what is given to us? We have a parallelogram and the bisectors of the angle made a rectangle. We have to prove it. So students, first of all we have to draw a diagram. ABCD is a parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram. AP, BP, CR and DR are the bisectors of angle A, B, C and D. We have to prove that this quadrilateral PQRS is a rectangle. So students, what is our proof? First of all, ABCD is a parallelogram. So the sum of adjacent angle A plus angle D is equal to 180 degree because of co-interior angles. So the half of these angles are also equal to each other. Half of angle A plus half of angle D. If A plus D is equals to 180, then half of A plus half of D is also equal to half of 180. Half of angle A is angle 1, half of angle D is angle 2, which is equal to 90 degree. 1 plus 2, 90 degree. If in this quadrilateral 1 plus 2 is 90 degree, so in this triangle ADP, angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle S is equal to 180 degree because of angle sum property of triangle. Angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 90 degree in triangle ADS. 1 plus 2 plus S is equal to 180 degree. Angle sum property of a triangle. The value of these two angles is 90 degree. So we will put the value. So angle S is equal to 90 degree. Then S is equal to angle PSR, vertically opposite angles. Similarly, angle SPQ, PQR and QRS are also 90 degree. Hence, in quadrilateral PQRS, all angles are right angle and opposite angles are also equal. Hence, PQRS is a parallelogram first and then it is a rectangle also. So student, this is your last question for your test, question number 12. Now your homework. So student, this is your today's homework, maths homework. Do correction of test questions of chapter number 8. You have to do all necessary corrections in your all your test answers and then resend to me on my email ID. Thank you. Have a nice day.